So day 2 of the Republican National Convention is kicking off soon, but there's already action for California delegates.
Alex Michelson is live at the California Delegates Brunch, where a special guest is slated to make an appearance. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mel and Jen. Yes, they expect Eric Trump to be here to speak to the group on that stage behind me. Also expected to talk here is the Virginia governor, Glenn Youngkin, who has become quite the national name. Now, yesterday at the RNC, the big story was Donald Trump's return. Just days after being shot in the ear, he came back with a bandage over his ear to a raucous applause from the crowd. And he ended up meeting up with his running mate. That was the other big story of the day, by the way. J.D. Vance, who we've got video of, selected as the vice presidential nominee by Donald Trump. Now it will be a Trump-Vance ticket going forward. We want to come back out here live to this event here. And joining me live right now is the chairwoman of the California Republican Party, Jessica Milan Patterson. Thanks for hosting us this morning. Congrats on this brunch. And California's got the biggest delegation of all here.
We are, and yesterday we delivered all 169 delegates to Donald Trump yesterday. Many people forget we are a big state, and we also have more Republicans in California than any other state in the nation at almost 5.4 million.
And you were the person to actually do the delivering of those votes, making that announcement. What did that feel like for you to be able to represent the state like that?
Well, this continues to be one of the great honors of my life, being the chair of the California Republican Party, and it was just that yesterday.
You know, Donald Trump's name has been politically challenging for you folks. There are some people here who love him, and then, of course, he lost the state by close to 30 points before. How do you think about Donald Trump?
Well, I think that we look at a year like 2020, and people thought that it was going to be challenging. We know what our job here is in California. We have delivered the House majority. We delivered it in 2022 after picking up 5 congressional seats in 2 cycles, and that's what we're focused on. We picked up 4 of those seats in 2020 when President Trump was at the top of the ballot.
And you've done remarkably well in that and gotten a lot of plaudits from other chairs around the country for that. But there's still challenges statewide. The party hasn't won a statewide election since 2006. How does that change, and how do you break down the supermajority in Sacramento?
Well, I think you're seeing that turn happening here in California. Since October of last year, we've seen 160,000 new registered Republicans. In that same time, Democrats have lost 106,000. Decline to states or no party preference went down 115,000. We're bringing our message to communities all over the state. And I think yesterday's conversation at the Republican National Committee about making America wealthy again is really important to Californians that are struggling to get by.
Can you talk about the emotions of seeing Donald Trump just days after literally being shot, almost losing his life, and then coming out there, what it felt like to be in that room?
I think it was a bit overwhelming. One, I think it was important for the president to do, to show everyone that he was okay and that America was okay, because this is a very scary time, regardless of what your political affiliation is. And to have him out there, out with everybody, certainly there's security. We feel incredibly safe here, but to have him out there showing us not to back down and to come together as Americans, I think it was a really great message that he sent.
Well, thank you again for hosting us today. Tomorrow we're at the Harley-Davidson Museum, right, which should be a lot of fun, and we'll be out with you guys for that live. Best of luck today. Chair Patterson, always great to talk with you. So, again, this event expected to get underway within the next half hour or not. Coming up at 8 a.m., we're actually going to go to a different event being hosted by our friends at Annenberg. We'll have that, a live interview with Greta Van Susteren coming up in our 8 a.m. hour. Melvin, Jen, back to you.
He's a man about town.
Yes,
Thank
he
you,
is.
Alex.
Thank you, Alex.